Today I'm taking a look at the VEVOR belt sander. So this nice, actually says it has a brushless motor on it, 550 watt power. This does work on 110 volts, runs at 26 meters per second. The belt replacement would be 762 by 25 millimeters or 30 by 1 inches. So that's 30 inches long by 1 inch wide. So here we got our controller, a nice feeling potentiometer on there, some push buttons, on off switch, no idea what that is, and then we got our input right here. Looks like it does come with a belt, and that does look like a 1 inch wide. Very nice feeling bearings in there. Those are definitely greased bearings. Got a thick rubber wheel on here. We got our motor. It is already wired, so all we got to do is plug that guy in. There's a slot right here for this wheel, so it's just going to slide in, and we got that clip handle to lock that in place. Oh, looks like we actually got a few of these belts. One of the more interesting things about this sander is that it's fairly customizable. So we could have the belt running just like this, so that we would essentially be attacking from the side. But we can also undo this bolt and loosen this one up a little bit. And then we can rotate the whole thing up and down. And then we can lock those two back up. This is how I run most of my sanders. Then we have this plate, and it has a little nut right there, so we can thread that in from the other side. That will go right here. And that is adjustable to give us different cuts. Now when this wheel spins, we're going to be pushing our material in from the front, and that's going to be what gives us our grind. However, we also have this plate and these wheels. So we can remove that belt, and we can take off this wheel. Then we can attach these wheels. We'll need a little bit of adjustment on this guy. But there we go. Now we have a flat surface. So if we're trying to cut something and we want it to be perfectly flat, this is going to give us a much better result. So it is pretty awesome having that adjustability. That's something you definitely do not get with normal belt sanders. So you do have a large mounting plate here on the bottom. It does have holes in it, so you can mount that directly to a table. If you're going to be using this thing as intended, it's probably a good idea to mount it. Clip this guy into our controller, push on that sleeve, and supply power. And let's give it a little speed. Okay, we can see that that is currently tracking off. There is a little thumb knob right here that is going to adjust this wheel, so it's going to make it tilt up or down. We want that to come up, and let's try it again. Okay, and too much. So we just want to play with that until we get that to track. Right there looks pretty good. Give some speed. Right now we're at 1360, 2000, 3000. Well, that thing can roll. That is excellent. So if you need to cut a lot of material quick, you're going to be able to do that with this. Now I've got a screw. I'm going to try to cut that down a little bit. Move this table in just a little bit. Oh yeah, I am taking threads right off. That is awesome. So that is a very powerful sander. Now because this thing has a full-on drive, we can actually adjust the parameters on here if we want to. So this switch will cut power to the motor, so even if I turn this knob, it's not going to do anything. I'm going to press P and S simultaneously. Now we can see parameters, and we are currently in parameter 1. They even included this sheet that has all the parameters and what they are. So that is super handy. That thing is pretty awesome. I mean, we got a lot of power in a very small package. I could easily fit this thing right on the shelf and just break it out whenever I need it. That is about as much space as you would get out of a full-on bench grinder. Maybe a little smaller than that. So yeah, that is an awesome tool. I'm very happy with that.